All right, so this screen is where, let's see, what are these? These are all just blank. I don't know. I don't know if it's a bug, but okay. So the idea here is I've got these 2 points I can use. And I can select any of these interesting kind of effects that can be placed on the game, some being positive and some being negative. The idea of this is if I choose one or multiple of these weaknesses, I actually get more of these points, and then thus can put those points into strengths. So if I hinder myself in any of these interesting ways, I can compensate by strengthening myself in other interesting ways, and that's kind of where you get some replayability and just different strategy involved. So for instance, slow modernization can upgrade no more than 3 units per mission. Transport upgrades and overstrength do not count. So what that means is every turn, because this is a campaign through the whole war or some section of the war depending on the campaign, but over time you get new units available to you, and your current units, because your units transfer over between scenarios, you can upgrade them to these new units. If you choose this option as a weakness, you can only do 3 of those per mission, so you're going to be maybe having some troops that are a little behind on technology. But the benefit of that is I get 2 more points I can use on other things. And I'm probably going to do that because I don't think slow modernization is a big deal. Sometimes you don't even want to upgrade units because those upgraded units do cost more, and thus cost more to replace, as they take damage, to replace those damaged units. It costs more to replace them. So I might go with slow modernization, and then I can distribute those points however I want. So most of these are worth 2 points. Some that are not as effective only are 1, but some that are really effective are 3. So it kind of just adds another layer of strategy to this game that what didn't exist before, because it used to be back in the day on the original Panzer General that you just, you had your campaign and you just played it however you thought best. And if you had good strategy, you won. If you didn't, then you don't. And that kind of limits like what moves and what options you can do that are going to win the game. However, having this system really kind of increases the chances at different strategies that you can use to win. So I think what I'm going to use, without just, this way we don't spend too much time just looking at all these, I have a pretty good idea of what they are already. I am going to use Liberator. What that does is when we capture cities, we get plus 50% prestige. Prestige is just money, essentially, to buy more units and stuff. And I'm going to use, I think, Anti-Air Veteran. So the way anti-air works in this game is it doesn't usually outright kill enemy air units. It suppresses them. So it might be like a 10 strength unit, and you might suppress 4. So then when they attack on their turn, they can only attack with 6, 4 are suppressed. However, if you have this, that's actually 4 kills, which is very valuable, but it has to depend on your strategy. So if you're going to use a lot of Air Force and probably outnumber the enemy's Air Force, then it's not going to be that effective, because if you deal with the Air Force with your air, you don't even need anti-air. You're just wasting these 2 points. However, if you think they're going to have a strong Air Force, then it could be very useful. Then maybe you can skimp on your own Air Force because you have these anti-air units that can knock them out of the sky. I think I'm going to go with it just to be safe. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure historically, by the end of the war, the Luftwaffe, the German Air Force, was pretty much not super effective anymore. But I don't know how this campaign is going to play that. Like, obviously, this is going to be a little bit different than just how it played out historically. So I think they might still have a strong Air Force. So I'm going to use this. And then we can start. Okay, years before even the very first Guards unit was formed, Soviet equipment was being sent to Spain to support the Spanish Republican government in their civil war against the Nationalists. The current commander of Madrid's northern defenses is Colonel Enrique Gerardo Barrio, who was only promoted to command days before the CTV offensive on Guadalajara began. Some of these forces of his newly formed 4 Army Corps include a handful of international brigade troops, as well as a few Soviet military observers, eager to see the effectiveness of their equipment in real combat. So this is the Spanish Civil War. And you can see 1937. This takes place before World War II. So what happened in the Spanish Civil War is obviously a civil war, but what happened on a more strategic scale as it pertains to World War II is the Germans got involved and the Soviets got involved. Not necessarily in an official capacity, but the Germans backed the nationalists in the Civil War, and then the Soviets backed what was called the Republicans, what was like the communist side. And they both kind of were able to like test out different equipment and kind of almost like proxy how the war was going to go in some ways. So pretty interesting that they chose to start with this. It's definitely historically accurate. This did happen. It's pretty interesting. So welcome to the newly formed 4 Army Corps, Camarada. I am Colonel Barrio, and on behalf of our forces and the Spanish people, I welcome your International Brigade troops to the Guadalajara front. Your presence here is a testament to the solidarity of the international proletariat in our struggle against the traitor Franco and his nationalist rebels. And your reinforcements are exactly what I need right now. For months now, we have beaten back one nationalist attempt to seize Madrid after another, but now they have unleashed their Italian dogs for yet another assault from the north. So it kind of shows you where the expected attack is going to come from. My new corps is quite green, but they have held the line admirably and with honor. The latest field reports indicate the Italian offensive is on the verge of exhaustion, and I need your reinforcements to finally break them completely. Victory objective. So the primary victory objectives, it looks like, is capturing Alaminos and Arhesia, I believe would be how you would say that. Prestige objectives. So these are, from what I understand, optional objectives that will grant you extra prestige. And so it's kind of a risk-reward type thing where if you take a bunch of damage taking these, maybe it wasn't worth it because then the prestige is just going to go into replacing your losses from that. But if you can get them without taking too many losses, it can be fruitful. So it's kind of, you got to play that one a little bit by ear and see how it goes. Seize national supply bases. So that's this. Sometimes these objectives also grant you like a cool little, like a historical cool unit or like a hero. And a hero is somebody you could apply to a unit to give them extra bonuses. Eliminate all Italian vehicles. That's a special objective. So that's actually probably going to be what grants you the special hero or whatever it is. Shoot down all 7 Italian aircraft. Okay. Good thing I have my AA. The rebels and their Italian dogs still think they can carry the day. All right. The Italians seem to be heavily relying on masses of light armor, so knocking out their tanks. Well, swiftly, blah, blah, blah. Once the enemy advance has been stopped in its tracks and you to build a counteroffensive. Okay, all right. Knocking Italian aircraft from the skies would safeguard Madrid from bombings. All right. All right. Nick, turn deployment. Okay. All right. So this game can be a bit of a menu simulator sometimes, but I'm going to take a look and see, especially with only having 3 upgrades per turn, I shouldn't waste those 3 by not doing any upgrades here if they're available. Looks like I got a solid set of core units here. The first thing I'm going to do is check out any potential artillery upgrades, because artillery is very important in this game. Interestingly, I don't... Oh, it's because I already have. So, okay, let's see. See, this is a very good artillery piece. It has a soft attack against infantry, lightly armored anti-tank and artillery guns of 20, and then 31 hard attack. So it's very good against tanks and heavily armored anti-tank guns. So, what about this one? This one's a very cheap artillery. 11 and 8 is not that great. It's not really going to do a whole lot. So I think what I'm going to do actually in this mission is actually I'm going to upgrade all 3 artillery pieces to the really good artillery. That's going to really help later, I believe. This is a good piece to have. I remember in the German campaigns, there was a similar gun that was, I mean, you had to have it pretty much, I thought. So now this is interesting. This one is a Not as strong. 1611. It's not actually. It's not interesting. Never mind. Don't want that. Okay, so we're gonna upgrade to this. Counter battery. No attack after move. Oh. That's interesting. I don't know that I really want that, but okay. It's just this thing's not gonna do anything. Not really. Especially against German panzers and stuff later. I think I'm just gonna go with this. Now sometimes what I do, you can set different camouflage and stuff, and I'll set some kind of odd color sometimes, like this, just to, if I have certain units that I want for certain things, certain roles, then that can be helpful, but right now these are all kind of the same thing for now. I'm gonna upgrade this to the good artillery, give it a truck. Now, does this guy have a truck? He does. He has a truck. Another thing of note, and I promise menu simulator one soon, but this little notch here, this little chevron, it signifies if this is a core unit, and a core unit means it transfers over to the next scenario. So I'm not going to waste money, prestige, upgrading something like this because it's not even going to come with me. So. All right, I've got 3 fighters, it looks like. IL-16s. I've got some core slots available still. Units cost a certain amount of core slots. The better the unit, the more core slots it costs. You have a certain amount of core slots. So they don't limit your number of units, they limit the slots. So let's see. I have 0 anti-air. So being that I took that anti-air upgrade, I'm definitely going to purchase an anti-air gun. So let's go to purchase. Anti-aircraft. Oh my gosh, but I don't have... They don't have any... They only have the self-propelled one, which I'm not a fan of, honestly. I'm going to buy it, but I'm going to probably have to upgrade it later. The ones that are not self-propelled usually are stronger. But the benefit you get of self-propelled is it can move without having to be trucked up. What do we got? What's its air attack? Air defense is 10. What's its air attack? 1. That doesn't make any sense. I don't understand that. Oh, am I an anti-tank? No. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just give it a shot and see how this goes then. Undeployed units. Okay, this is going to deploy this right in the middle there. We just definitely want that. Definitely need to use that. Especially with this challenge of shooting down all the Italian aircraft. There. So, let's see what we got. I only have one more upgrade. T-26s and BT-5s. Obviously, a lot of those are going to upgrade to T-34s later in the war, but honestly, right now, there's not much to upgrade tank-wise, so might just kind of keep these how they are. I don't know what this is. 11 and 5. See, 12 and 13 and 1937 is pretty good. That's going to be even good in the start of the war, World War II, like in Barbarossa. 12. These are good tanks. They're not bad. This I have no use for. But I might need to upgrade my infantry. I need to upgrade this guy to engineers. Engineers are the only thing that can really attack cities well, because what happens in cities in this game is your units become entrenched. Cities are like rough terrain, and your units become entrenched, and they're hard to dislodge. So engineers can do that, though. So one of these infantry are gonna have to become engineers. So let's do that. I'm gonna give these guys... Oh, why did I do... Oh, no. Okay. All right. They're gonna be blue. Apparently this is Soviet cavalry green. Oh, it is a little green, okay. Pink? What's gonna stand out? I mean, the pink will stand out, honestly. Pink it is. Got 5 more core slots. I think I want to upgrade these guys, their strength actually, to 15. I'd also like to upgrade my AA potentially to that, and I've got 2 more slots, which means somebody else needs to get over strength. Maybe one of my artillery pieces. Can they really get much? How much money? I got a solid chunk of change. He could be 12. So we'll call this deploy. So if I have to come back, if I just royally screw this up, which I probably will, I can come back to this and then restart. Think I deployed my new AA gun. Got these infantry. I got 3 fighters. Should I have bought another fighter? Tac bomber? Or any, what is this? Tac bomber? These kind of don't look that great. Fighter? Is this a good fighter? No, it sucks. I'm not gonna, okay, I'd have to upgrade it anyway eventually, so. My AA is gonna take care of business. Alright. Let's play. Alright. So, I need to, as we go, always be thinking about shooting down 7 Italian aircraft and eliminating 11 Italian vehicles. I don't know if that must count only these. Now I do control these, even though they're not core units, I do control them. And then my main victory conditions are seizing this place and this place. My guess is there's going to be vehicles and stuff back here I gotta knock out. That happens a lot where you gotta kind of just stand by a place and wait before moving in, because the scenario will end when you capture your primary victory hexes. And then prestige, just be whatever I can do along the way. This might be a good one to take out and help knock out their planes, because if they can't land, they go down. All right. So starting with these units, what do I want to do? I might want to keep these guys in the mountains, because you get a defense bonus for infantry in the mountains. Yeah, maybe we just do that. What about this? Do that. That's fine. That's fine. Can I knock him out? That's worth it. What is this? Watch this. Undo. See? Now it's an overrun. So the way the kind of flow of this game goes is you move and attack, or attack then move, and that's it. But a tank can trigger an overrun if they eliminate an enemy tank. Like if you just hurt them, but if you eliminate the unit, you can trigger an overrun, you get another move, another attack. And I think I'm just going to move back with that move. This is a German. So that's going to be a pain in the... That's going to be a pain. But it's not something I necessarily have to... Not necessarily something I have to knock out, but it is something I gotta deal with. Alrighty, so you're gonna stay in the forest. I don't know if it's worth attacking him, really. Definitely gonna attack him. You're gonna get attacked. If I can... Oh, man. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do with these guys, because they're going to be attacked soon. Can I get in here? What's this? Rough? Max entrenchment 6. Max entrenchment 5. So maybe I move him back 1. Move him here in the rough. And then I gotta move him back too. I mean, maybe like this. I don't know. Yeah, he's gonna knock him out. That's not much I can do over here, honestly. Alright. So let me start knocking out some planes here. I feel like there's gonna be a German Air Force component that's gonna come and hit me kinda hard, but I gotta kinda start knocking these out, don't I? Let's do this. What is this? Let's do that. Okay. What is this? It has a hero unit. First strike. Always attacks first. Huh? Okay. I feel like this is gonna be difficult. Okay. I think I might as well just move this fighter up for support. I don't really see why not. Oh, I can. He's not too bad against ground units, actually. So let's do that. Yeah. Do that. I need to be kind of orderly about these guys. So artillery can provide defensive fire, so it's good to keep them behind units if you can. I don't know, I gotta kind of figure out how I want to split this up too. I have 2 BT5, so I can do 1 BT5 this way. Where's my other one? 1 BT5 this way. T26, T26, T26. 3 T26s, so maybe I do 1 that way, 2 this way, and then the crappy tank can go this way, but they'll get they'll get the good artillery, and then the 2 not as strong ones will go this way. And then my engineers probably gotta go, I mean, it's just hard to really say, but I guess can go this way. But you get to go this way. Oh, you can go this way. I got 2 recon cars, it looks like. So you can go this way. My A is gonna go here for now. I mean, I might have to adjust this depending on what I see the enemy has, but I think that's good enough for now. I don't think anything's hidden that's gonna come out and hit me. I'm a little vulnerable. Like I didn't really quite set up in a great fashion here. 35 turns. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be. I should have got 2 AA guns instead of 1 and overstrengthening it. That was a mistake. Then I could have sent 1 each way. That was a mistake. That cavalry just whooped the crap out of my AT gun. Those are okay trades. Okay. I really left my AT gun there out in the open. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, artillery is great, but it's good from range. It's not good close up. Man. Usually using your tank to attack a city like that's not a great idea. It was one-on-one trade, just because my unit was already weak. Now this is about to hurt me. Yeah. Interesting. This is about to be tough. All right. Can I actually hit? How far can I be? They've got. What do we got? This is a bomber, fighter bomber. I should knock out their fighters first. It'll make knocking their bombers out a lot easier. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. Now this. Cool. So now 2 Italian aircraft are gone. All right, let's do this. Not as good trade there, but I think I'm gonna do. Oh man, I can't. If I move my anti-air here, he's gonna be so vulnerable. But let me see if I can maybe check this tank a little bit. I mean, he's in a city, which is actually not good for a tank, but I can't quite hit him. I think if I move there, I can. Maybe I'm gonna do hard attack 13. I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna. I want to move him up once. Will he be able to? Oh, he won't be able to. Can he attack him? Oh. Oh, because he can't move and attack. That's right. I can't. Nobody can get in there, I don't think. Yes, they can. Never mind. Bit of a pickle. Because my anti-air's got to go here to hit that. That might be okay, honestly. I'm gonna do it. Kind of work around this anti-air piece. So I really want to knock this plane out of the sky here. I really would love to put an artillery piece right there, but these woods here are a problem. And I can't quite get an infantry in there. This guy, he can go here on a cart on his transport, but he won't unload. Yes, in order to unload, it's got to have this little down arrow symbol next to it. So, this guy is causing me some problems. Now, I could put a tank in the wood. No, I can't. I can't even do that. I could put this one in the woods. But tanks are very weak in the woods. So that's going to leave him open. But he will be guarded by artillery. So maybe I give that a shot. My options are kind of limited here. I need to move these engineers up. Maybe I do like this. Here, this guy will have 2 artillery backup, so. Unless he gets attacked by infantry, these things only attack tanks on defensive. A lot of stuff you gotta know in this game. Alright, so they did kind of leave their flank open here a little bit. I don't know what's behind here in the gray. But I think I could whip a tank around and hit that artillery, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe I can't. Okay, yeah, I can. I can get this guy in there. Wow, they got a lot back there, though. I'm kind of leaving my own self exposed, but I should hit that artillery if I can. Definitely should do that. I might add replacements to this. He's gonna pop down though. Unless that. Oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. This is what I meant about misclicking. I meant to click this guy. If I attack. Oh, these infantry are strong. Those numbers, are expected losses. So I'd expect to lose 7, they'd expect to lose 2. So not a good attack. But I kind of gotta get positioned here. Like I'm kind of. Can I move these guys? Yeah. So maybe this guy. I mean, I kind of put myself in a bit of a pickle here with that tank move. This is a little rough. All right, let's do. Let's go here. Go there. No, just about putting my artillery there. The only good thing is these guys gotta move before they can hit this. Can I get him there? So they'll move and kill it, but at least I'll have stuff in the way to kind of block my artillery from getting flanked. This is a very expensive artillery. You do not want to lose it or lose part of it, and then just by mispositioning it. That is no bueno. That is not good. All right, I'm in a bit of a pickle. Feel like I'm about to press end turn and they're gonna kind of whoop me. I am knocking out some of those planes though. Oh god. Oh man, I didn't even move them. That was stupid. Yeah, see, I kind of jumped the gun trying to hit that artillery like that with this tank. Oh, but their planes are right here. They're at least bringing themselves out in the open. Because once I knock those planes out, I can kind of operate a little bit freer, and I can use my planes against their units. They're kind of encircling themselves. Not anymore. Oh no, still encircled. Oh no. I gotta deal with this cavalry. The thing getting to start is because it keeps getting attacked and keep. Wow, survivor. If I can get him out of this, he's not going to transfer over with me, but could be a useful unit for this mission if I can get him out of this. But it's a tough task. All right, I think I want to start with the air. I'm going to have to reinforce this soon. I don't want to lose him. What do we got? This is a fighter with 3 strength. Do they have any fighters here? They have this plane. If I move, where do I have to get to hit him? Up there? That ain't gonna happen, I don't think. Can my 6 knock that out? No. Cannot. Let's do that. Let's knock him out. And I didn't lose anything. Nice, 4. So only 3 more planes to go. The 6 they ain't gonna knock him out this turn anyway. So maybe I'll go ahead and replace that. I will go ahead and damage him though. All right. Three planes. So this is one. This is one, and I don't know. This doesn't look like it's very strong. At least I feel like a plane that has its wheels underneath that can't retract. Anyway, it's probably not that strong, but what do I know? Seems pretty old. 5 air attack. So anyway, 1 plane under strength, 1 plane at 5, and there's another plane somewhere else, and that's their Air Force. So we're doing good in the air. That's the only thing we're doing good in. That's probably the least important aspect. So I need to knock this German tank out. He's gonna be a pain, but I have artillery. Wow, it's only gonna knock out one though. Oh my god! I need to get some of these units out of there, but this guy's just trapped. He's completely trapped. What do I do? What do I do? I don't think I have any option but to hit this with my artillery. I mean, this is right in the middle of everything I'm trying to do. And it's German, not Italian. So it's stronger. I mean, maybe not, but it feels that way. Alright. I could turn this anti-aircraft into an anti-tank and attack. If I'm not going to be able to hit this guy this turn. Might not be a bad idea. Let's see. What is this? BT5? T26? I don't know. He doesn't really have anywhere to retreat to, I don't think. Oh, he just retreats there? Ooh. Can I do that this turn? And then I can. That's a good idea. So I just lowered his guns, his anti-aircraft flak guns, into a... Just lowered it down to shoot at tanks, essentially. I should do that, because I don't think I'm going to really be able to effectively get back here and attack that without exposing myself. Nice, and I captured some equipment. See, I can't turn back, though, so he's not going to be able to provide defensive fire, but that's okay. I don't think their aircraft is too much of a threat anymore, unless the Germans have planes. That's going to be a pain if they do. I'm going to move my engineers into the city. Let's see how much prestige I get for that with Liberator. Not that much. I thought I do have Liberator, right? 150. Oh, it's usually because it's not an objective hex, so it's usually 75. I get 150. Okay. All right. Now I can start not clearing these infantry out a little bit. Kind of give myself a little pocket here. A little protective pocket with artillery in the middle. So I think maybe boom. Like this. Boom. Like that. I might move this recon car in and knock one of these out, and if I can pull back, yeah. Are these the same? Yeah. Nice, nice. So I'm gonna pull this guy back here. I'm gonna get one artillery right there. I'm gonna get one right here. What do I do with this infantry? I can put him here. If I move this tank down a bit. So maybe I move the tank down, infantry up. This is a clear. It's a clear, so it's not... It probably would have been the best actually to keep the... Actually, I can move this guy back to a safe spot. Move my anti-tank behind here. Move him into the woods. I can't get him out of here. He's completely screwed. Yeah. I don't know what else to do with him. I'm gonna try... I might just keep these guys in the mountains, to be honest. Also, might as well get some prestige for that, huh? Oh, but I didn't capture with a core unit, so I only get 75. That's interesting. I assume that's what happened there. Alrighty, so I could hit him. These troops have to stay in the mountains. The second I come out of the mountains, because they get a defensive bonus in the mountains. The second they come out of the mountains, they're just gonna get destroyed. So their only chance is to stay in the mountains to at least do damage before they're annihilated. But I could knock these guys out. I think they're going to retreat from this attack. Yeah. I could hop in right here. These guys being encircled is good. It means they won't get supply on this next turn. The only place he's going to... Oh my gosh. Ugh. This was a mistake, moving this tank right here. You have to really, in this game, be aware of your terrain. So basically, he's in hills, and hills has this close terrain modifier, which means it uses your unit's close defense, which tanks have little of. So basically, they're not good in towns, they're not good in hills and stuff like that. This guy's gonna just absolutely destroy them. Is there anything I can do about that? There's nothing I can do about that. I'll redo the turn if I have to. I mean, I'm no expert at this game. I'm not pro, so I can just redo the turn if I have to. But I don't want to. Okay. He's gonna die. Maybe he just won't take this. Like, maybe he just won't do it. He probably will. But maybe this is more enticing. It is an artillery piece. Because he will knock him out. We'll see, I guess. Oh, I haven't even done over here. Alright. Now let's see. These early missions, especially when your units suck, take a long time. Because every turn, every move, like, has to be good. Like, later in this campaign, I'm not going to be analyzing this much. I'm going to kind of my groove a little bit of how I want the strategies to go. This tank is in rough, but actually doesn't have close terrain. I thought rough did, so he's not going to be too bad. Now, I could move up and hit him for 3, but then I'm in hills, right? And that's the whole problem I've been having here. I do have this artillery. I might add replacements to this just to get in the way of some of this stuff a little bit. Like, it ain't that expensive. I think it's worth the price. Because I kind of need him to just hang out another turn. I feel like I got to use this artillery on actually some of... Because I got to get this guy out of here. Yeah, I gotta hit this. I have to hit this piece so he can move back. So I have to hit this piece so hard that he actually retreats. Which means I gotta waste some of, Can I pull him back? No. See, I can pull him back to here. So let me do this. Kinda hate having to do that, but... Gotta... Now I could... Yeah, I just move him back, I think. I have to move. And he'll get artillery protection against hard units anyway, like armored units. Is what that means. That is what that means. I'm gonna move him into the forest. I have this. He can't. So yeah. Well, let's just do. I mean, is it really worth losing one tank to knock out 2 infantry? It's not. That might be worth it because it's not a core unit. Move him into the forest, that's fine. Infantry in the forest is a good thing. I think he just has to sit right here. I think that's his option. Oh man, okay. End turn. And they hit one of my artillery units. That really sucks. That's expensive is why. Yeah, he's gonna die. Ain't no way this guy's staying alive. Yeah, he's dead. He's gonna retreat. He's gonna surrender, yeah. Wow. That was a strong infantry unit. Oh no. That exposed my artillery. Golly. Is he gonna be able to move in there? No, okay. Thank God, nothing good. Whew. This is kind of tough. So, first things first. Gonna knock out... They got 3 plane units left. One's right here. Can I hit him with this? I can. Bye-bye. Nice. 2 left. I don't see them? They must have not moved them out. So I'll kind of have to wait and see with that a little bit. I mean, they're likely here at this airfield. No. Cheese a little bit and just undo that. Where are they? I don't see them. Alright. What's this? Fighter? Wait, what? Switch to fighter. What is he now? Oh, this guy's not even in fighter mode? Would he have been more effective as he in fighter mode? I'm gonna replace him, but... Switch to fighter. I don't understand. Oh, I remove low altitude attack. But I kind of want him in fighter mode for now. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. I probably would have got better results if I knew that. Okay, whatever. This infantry is going to be a real pain here. What do I do? Wow. I know I have to get this guy out of the hills. Luckily, they did not attack him. Let's just do that. Nope. Okay. Can I do... Should I do this? Nice. I might replace now. I might do something like this. Replace infantry, even though it's in the open. Well, let's actually do it like this. You go here, you replace, you go forward. Hack this guy. That guy's a pain. Move forward. You get in the mountains. Look, see, this guy's super effective in the mountains here. He's still hanging on. I'm gonna knock out this infantry unit right now. Super effective in these mountains. Infantry is really good in mountains. We're gonna just hang out here. You move up. So we're slogging. I mean, we're moving like 1 or 2 hexes a turn, but I get 35 turns. So I don't have to move fast. I just have to preserve my units. Can I move him back? No, because he's going to get annihilated here. I might move him back. Okay. There we go. I desperately have to fill this gap. First, you get replaced. You have this artillery back. So maybe I'm gonna do that. I can't move. Okay. That's a recon car. Kind of losing prestige a little bit, but I'm gonna move him up. Hit him. I've knocked out 2 vehicles already too now. How about that? Alright, so what do I do with this? I'm not going to be able to attack their infantry without knocking this out. What do I do here? I might do something like this. Alright. I can't move him in. Oh, I can do this. There we go. Knock him out. There we go. That's perfect. And that was my core unit knocking him out. Took no losses. That's perfect. This tank hasn't done anything, but it's not worth losing a tank to knock out 2 of these infantry. It's just not worth it. That's just not a worthwhile trade. I have 2 fighters, and I can turn 1 into a bomber, I guess is what that means. And do some damage on something. Maybe dislodge these guys a little bit. And I'll bet... I don't know how this... Usually the way it works is a bomber can bomb units, and then a fighter can attack air units. And a fighter can actually defend your bomber. But I don't know if that works for a fighter transitioned into a bomber. But I'm gonna try it. He's not gonna attack this turn. He's gonna stay there. All right, end turn. Where'd he come from? He took a truck all the way down here and just... Golly, they don't care, man. They're just gonna throw themselves at me. That's rough, man. Oh my god, they got so many units. Man, you put 1 unit out of position and you get screwed. This is really difficult. What does this guy have? I'll check in a sec. He has Survivor. As long as he has more than 1 strength, he will always survive. Okay, so you have to knock him down to 1 strength and then you can kill him. All right, turn 5. Did any of their planes come out? No, they must be back here or here. I have to get through this like thing here, and then I can start moving a little bit more freely. But they do have some of their artillery exposed. Like, that's beautiful. That's pretty good. I think I'm gonna... make you, and you could stay as a fighter. So I'm gonna do attack the 2 artillery pieces as bombers. And then I'll have the fighter in the middle. Oh yeah, he literally can't even attack ground without switching. Okay. This guy's in a bad way. He will get +5 from these replacements. I need to hit this though. I gotta hit that. I don't have much choice here. That is gonna really be a pain. 3 and 3. Ugh. I have to do this. I mean, I have to just knock him out as best I can. 1-1. So I can do this. He kind of exposed himself there at least. Gonna add some replacements just because I can get some use out of these units, even though they're not mine. I have to replace him. I can't lose that unit. Okay, so 4, 7. Bye-bye. I move up, hit him. Perfect. Move back. Can this guy do anything super good? I could replace him. Because their cavalry is actually pretty good. I wish I could see what the damage would be. But I can't because I can't actually see if he would move here. I could knock out this artillery piece. Or not knock out, but hit it. How does he do now? 4 and 2. I gotta start hitting him, I mean. And maybe move him into the mountains. Yeah. Yeah, alright. I think I could put him here and at least have some high ground. Is that a good idea? I don't know. He's in hills here, right? Countryside. Ugh. I kinda have to keep him there. This guy's gonna... No, he can't. Okay. I feel like every turn a new cavalry unit appears out of nowhere and just like whoops the crap out of something. Do I hit this or do I reinforce? I think I hit this. I just gotta start hitting stuff. I have to push out of here. It's just a slog. It is a slog. Oh, what do I do? I can't really even hit this with infantry anyway until I start knocking this artillery out. But I can hit him with armored units. I'm gonna actually get a couple of these armored units knocked out, or vehicles knocked out here this turn maybe. This guy I'm gonna reinforce because he's still useful to me. This guy's gonna reinforce with elite replacements because he's a core unit. Elite replacements don't. So your units get experience over time, these stars, and if you do add replacements, it's cheaper, but you replace them with rookies or new people, so they lose experience. If you do elite replacements, it's expensive, but you don't lose the experience. All right. I think I'm gonna do this. I would love to be able to knock him out. Like this. Knock him out. Yes. Now, this. Do I get another overrun? Yes, perfect. Hit him. This side's going a lot better. Okay. Maybe move up here. I don't want to overextend. Can I move back? No. He's kind of in a bad spot. Should I move him back? Yeah. We'll just stay like that, actually. And actually, I might move him back a space. No, I won't, because I don't want to give them forest. Oh, that's fine. I'll just hang out there then. Can I move him in the front? Yeah, I can. So maybe I'll move him back. Move him up here to protect this artillery. Put another artillery piece there. What's this? Anti-tank? You can just hang out here, I guess. And he kind of just has to stay here. Alright. I didn't use him. But if I pop over here and hit him, I'm now exposed all of a sudden. Not worth it. Wow, he moved way back. That's fine. I'm getting, I mean, this is not even a core unit. I'm getting a lot. Oh my god. They just keep popping infantry out of nowhere. Now he's screwed. He's not dead. I wonder if I could just move him way in. Oh gosh, no. Even in the mountains? Wow, those cavalry are strong. Man. What's this? Why is this thing so weak against infantry? Oh my gosh. Wow, that guy just lost a ton of troops at least. Who got this? Okay, oh, him. There's nothing I can do. He's just toast, though. Alright, and now I have to save him again. Alright. No, I need to keep my focus here. I gotta start with the air again. I'm gonna hit this cavalry. I mean, these guys are just an absolute menace, man. And you? And you stay as a fighter. Just go defend him. Alright. Right, so I gotta get him out of there into safety. The only problem is, there's a couple problems really, but he can move to these hills, but those are bad spots for a tank to be, and I feel like he's gonna be in a bad way. I think my best option is to like knock this cavalry out if I can. I'm gonna hit him with artillery. Also, I'm gonna hit this guy with artillery and just get him the heck out of my way. And then, see, I'm not even encircled anymore. So maybe I can, just put him here, and then move him up, and that'll suffice. I don't think. Oh, he could still hit him though. But he's not as effective anymore. I can move him into hills. What does this mean? Overrun, rapid fire. Oh, he has rapid fire. Do I move him up? Do I do this? Let me see something. What can he hit him for? Okay, it's not that bad. Fine. Can I knock him out? No. It won't knock him out. I'm still gonna do it, but it won't knock him out. Can I hit him? I can, but I think I'm stuck there then. But I think I'm gonna do it anyway because he's such a pain. I want this artillery moved up there. Golly. I'm gonna lose 2 units from that attack. What's my prestige at? I'm 500 down. From replacing too much. But I don't know what else to do. Give him some support. Honestly, like, I have these artillery and they're good. I'm glad I did it because it'll be useful later, but they don't do anything against infantry. And I'm facing mostly infantry. But that's okay. That slow modernization that I have is kind of forced my hand on that. That boss is here. Oh, it didn't even knock him back. Okay. Kind of got a little front here. Maybe next turn, if nothing pops out of the gray, can start moving up a little bit. Now I've got the problem front. Luckily, that guy kind of got his butt whooped on that last attack he did. Thankfully. Another cavalry in the mix is not what I need. So maybe I can almost knock him out. They have an anti-tank here. What would that? Let's do that. Do that. None of these attacks are useful because that anti-tank is in the way. All right, so I'm gonna replace him. I'm going 5-1, 4-0. I think I'm gonna do the 5-1 because then I can move him up and finish him off. And then since he's a recon, I can move him back. These cavalry are the biggest pain. Who would have thought? Now what do I do with this? Probably, honestly, hit this cavalry. Honestly. That didn't even do anything. Add replacements for him. This guy's toast. How much will this really cost? 61? Eh. Okay. Am I in anti-air mode? I am. Okay. There's still 2 planes left. All right. All right. I think that's the turn. If they stop just like pooping units, then maybe I can start pushing. But like every turn, they just pop units out of nowhere. Like this. Oh no. Okay. I knew he was there. I knew that one. Oh no. Oh, that's not a big deal. That's fine. I don't care about that. Honestly, he put himself in a spot to get knocked out, so that's good. That is what they're doing. They're literally just pooping units. I mean, like every turn, out of the gray yonder, 3 new units appear. See? Thank you. I mean, that's exactly what just happened. As I was explaining it, this horse just popped out of nowhere. How does this right? That's true. That's true. It wasn't the point that I was making, but that's true. Oh man, I should have kept at least one of those artillery that's better, that's good against infantry. All right. Let's see. I mean, I no doubt have to move him back. I can't even really move him anywhere. Oh my gosh. But if I can knock these 2 units out, I can kind of use my own units to kind of envelop it, I guess. You attack him. I just need everything in not fighter mode, honestly, at this point. I don't even know where their planes are, so. Can I knock any of these out? No. Okay. What about this? Actually, no. It has to be that. Okay. He's not in that encircled status anymore, at least. You attack him. I mean, I've got to, like, save this unit. So all my planes go here. Alright. I can move him back further at least now, too. You go there. That is where you go, sir. Now what do I do? Now what do I do? Can I do this? Maybe I just want to knock this thing out so it's not in my way. I did not trigger an overrun from that, unfortunately. What if I do it again? No, I still didn't. Okay. Okay, hit this artillery. That's fine. I'm not gonna actually kill any of this. So I'm not as well. Oh, maybe I can if I do this. No, I'm hitting him. Hit him. Now let's do a little switcheroo, I guess. You go up. It's not rough. It is rough, but it's not close terrain. You go here. You go there. Can I still replace? I can't. Okay. Right. You go up. I think this is okay. This should be alright. That should be fine. Now what do I do? Wait, this guy's still trucking, man. They're trying to come for him. Should I replace him? +7, only cost 37. Yeah. Keeping it just a pain in their side over there. Gosh, Lee. So if I do this, and I just need to get this thing out of here. But these cavalry all becoming a huge pain, and I didn't even kill them. Hopefully I trigger an overrun. Nope. Now I'm in the woods. But I can put this artillery behind them at least, so if infantry attack them. Not the woods, but hills I meant. Should be okay. Alright. I'm gonna have to reinforce this again. I'm spending so much money just reinforcing this unit, and he's in hills. Like, he should be pretty well defended. He's got the high ground. He's like Obi-Wan. He's got the high ground. I mean, I'm putting literally all my effort into just killing these cavalry units. They're so strong. It seems kind of counterintuitive. Get out of here. How do I attack with this? Nothing. This anti-tank gun is supporting this artillery, which is I'm in a bit of a pickle for that, or from that. But if I can just push out one of the sides, then we can start doing some damage. I'm burning through a lot of prestige too with these replacements I have to keep doing. All right. Okay, he lost 2, I lost none. That engineer unit just keeps getting walloped. And he's so expensive to replace. But he's doing damage while he's getting hit, at least. That's good. I think when the CPU does replacements, they do add replacements. So they actually lose experience as they go. Which is helpful for me. Okay, you're getting knocked out, or you're getting hit. Then you... This is getting hit. Because I need to knock this AT gun out before I get hit anything else around here with tanks. And you are getting hit. I'm sorry, but I'm knocking out their cavalry. I can't even... What if I do this? Perfect. That's 4 out of 11. Okay. Maybe we're getting somewhere. Hit him. Okay. Can I knock him out? I'm gonna lose 1. Okay. No, that's not gonna be a good spot. I'm gonna be encircled. Good roll? Oh. It was the roll that they said I was gonna get. That's fine. Now what do I do here? Do I... No. That's not even gonna knock him out. I guess I hit this AT gun. Alright, this... How... Is this a strong tank? It was a T-26. That's my tank. I need to whittle down this AT gun because I really can't even hit their artillery that's right in front of my tank because it's guarded by this AT gun. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit that. It's gonna suppress him, which is not that helpful for what I was trying to do there. That's not that helpful because he's not gonna even attack me next turn. It's just that I need to start knocking him out, but it is what it is. So I can move him up. Okay, now what? Well, I can actually start knocking. I mean, I don't want to get too far out of position. We're just a rogue tank running through the Spanish countryside, but I could come and kind of do some good damage here, and actually save this infantry. I didn't trigger an overrun. I'm gonna just try that again. Sorry, sue me. Same result. That's fine. Okay. Knock this guy. Now we'll see if I get hit. If I get hit, that was a bad move. If I don't get hit, it might honestly still be a bad move, but I was just kind of tempted by the 2 infantry sitting right there. I did lose a tank too. Probably not worth it, honestly. Probably not really worth that. Alright, that's fine. I still can't hit that. This is not worth a 2-2 trade. This is worth a... This is a worth that hit. 3-1. Bad roll, but okay. Hit him. Alright. I'm getting bad rolls, but we're knocking them back. So it's okay. I really can't even use this AA yet because I don't know where their last 2 air units are. And I think everything else has to just kind of stand their ground for now. Keep him in the hills. Actually, no, keep him in the hills. That's fine. Okay. I'm trying to clear it out a little bit over here. I'm gonna hit him, I think. He's in the open, so this is my chance to kind of start hitting him with some armor. Three. I really would like to kind of get a nice... Do I get an overrun from this? I do. Perfect. Well, you here. Hit him. I'm trying to hopefully maybe... Probably not going to work out because I'd love to be able to create a little arc here with an artillery behind it, but I'm not going to have quite enough units to do that. But maybe I can do this. Hit him. Move him there. He's in the open, but if he gets hit by armor, I'm going to have a artillery that can hit armor back. Replace him. Put him there. Now I just got to figure out what I'm doing here, and I think what I'm doing here is doing that. And then move him up. Hopefully if he retreats, force him this way. I might just move him up and finish him off. So he's not a pain anymore. I think I'm gonna do some replacements. And then maybe do that. Alright, I'm a little kind of separated over here, which is not great. But I knocked out some units, so maybe that's gonna be okay. We'll see if they counterattack out of the gray. I really didn't even use him, but there's nothing he can do. I can replace him. Nothing he can do. I gotta knock this AT gun out. I'm also bleeding through prestige. I can't believe that they're able to... Okay, so they're losing a ton. They're just okay with it. He's in a forest, so I can knock him out next turn. That's not a good spot to be for a tank. Oh no. More cavalry. What is going on? Okay, so I'll hit him. I'm gonna have to replace these engineers again. They've gotten so many replacements. I've spent so much money on them. Hit this AT gun. And then hit this artillery. That. Ooh, knock him out. There we go. Place. 222 every time I do that. Oh, man. This is not easy. But if it were easy, a caveman can do it, so. Did I knock him out of the woods? I didn't fully knock him out though, unfortunately. So we'll elite replace. Hit him, knock him out. No, oh gosh. I'm gonna lose one in this. Ugh. I have to hit him, man. Oh, and I got a good roll. Perfect. I'll take that. Alright. Also, I need to place this artillery a little bit better. He can be defending these units here. Okay. Good roll. I probably need to pull my tank out of here. But at the same time, they have an exposed artillery unit that I could just nail. If I do this, maybe give a little... There's nothing there. Unless there's something back here. There's probably something back there, honestly. Hills, hills. This is all hills, too. It's probably just... I don't know how much that's really worth it. I should pull back. And I'm definitely going to do that, because then I can hit him. See, I get a better attack from hills, I guess because I have high ground, but defending is way worse there for a tank. So I'll just go out here. And he's encircled now, so I need to be thinking about that more often too. Encirclements. Oh, he's in the forest, but oh well. Okay. That's that front. I don't know why he positioned himself there. I'd actually like to hit him for one, if I can. And then knock him out with this tank, but I'm not sure that's gonna happen. Ooh, interesting, okay. Do I get the overrun? Yes. Alright, here we go. You go here. You go here. Perfect. I'm doing this because actually, yeah, okay, good. Get an overrun. Perfect. And now I think I can... Oh, where can he really go? Okay. Well, not perfect then. Let's put you there then. Can I put him there? Yeah. I'll put you there. We'll just move you... What is this? Rough. Okay. Move you there. Move you there. There. Stay T-gun. Put you there. Okay. Moving up here. All this is a prestige objective, so... And actually, it might be that I have to get all 4 to even get that bonus. I'm not sure. So I gotta keep moving all the way up here. And I guarantee there's gonna be more units there. On this side, prestige bonus, and then the real things I have to take are here. So the real objectives are actually on this side. There's a prestige objective here, but like, we'll see if time allows. All right. Wow. He went all the way across just to hit that. And put himself on a bridge, which is a tough spot to defend from. There. All right. Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. And for YouTube, this is a good spot to end episode 1. So in episode 2, I'm going to be continuing on this first mission of the Elite First Guard DLC. And on Twitch, I'll be right back and we'll continue and do that.